everything. Paying for it? Whoever's doing it? We have free oxygen here. God gave us water. God gave us trees. We have minerals all over the place. Why should we be paying for it?
Yeah, man, but look, oxygen is not the only thing you need to survive. That's the problem.
Unfortunately, you're wrong, because breatharians are proving that through oxygen, listen, I'm not a breatharian, nor do I support it. But the idea is, if you can actually change your body into a solar energy style, solar plex, where you're getting chi and prana, and you're getting...
basically you want to become a vegetable.
No.
A breatharian, you want to function like the sun.
Gives us CHO. What's CHO? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Plants take that, animals eat plants, we eat both. These breatharians have proved...
Yes, they take carbon dioxide, they expel oxygen, they take the sun, they do photosynthesis, and they
eat that worldwide.
And then people eat them, and they,
Okay, so my answer to you
they
was...
get from the earth, they get some nutrients.
My answer to you was, we can actually survive on oxygen and water, which also has oxygen. So why are we having people dying? Why are millions dying? If you can live under an avocado tree or a coconut tree and survive, why are we having issues? Because when we think of support for Sudan, we're sending them a currency. A currency, and we're giving them boomerang aid, where they're forced to buy products from us. Instead of going to that African, tell them, yo, you have it all figured out. The whole shaman prophecy. The shaman prophecy.
Did you just assume his race?
I assume that he is the chosen race.
The chosen race.
100%. Because to me, he's a true Israelite.
I like that. I like that.
He's part of the 13 tribes. If we talk about Jesus, that's how he looked like. And I know this for a fact. Okay?
You mean the Rasta race? He has the Rasta shirt. Look, like Bob Marley there. And the lion. Whoa! Bob Marley, the lion.
So this is a very deep rabbit hole. You need to take yourself out. I'm giving you some information because we've already spoken in the past, and I've seen you on YouTube play with my brothers and sisters.
We were playing very nicely, man. You know, we had very fun games,
Queen
especially
Roxanne,
with that lady over there. Like the games we played were very
lady
fun.
of all ladies. Okay, the Queen should knight her.
The Queen.
Yes.
My Queen.
Okay.
Do you know
She's
the way?
given to this cause
of the
is incredible. She sacrificed so much, and she's all about love and compassion and knowledge and science.
Well, I think all flat earth theorists sacrifice something very important.
I loved yesterday how you spoke about the direct energy, that no, we need more evidence about that. I was watching your video.
Have you figured out what the Coriolis effect?
I love how they give us an example of the Coriolis effect with the ball.
What is it?
You still haven't.
What is it?
It's a optical illusion based on people making observations.
Correct, on two different levels, on two different
On
directions.
a spinning frame of reference.
And I love how they explain Coriolis effect talking about a fake ball Earth dome
What
spinning.
is the
How
sun?
does that work?
What is the sun?
The sun, you should go into the world of Eric Dolart. Okay, you've heard of him?
No.
Okay, he's a man who's alive right now, and he talks about the electromagnetism of this world. He talks about it being a transformer, okay? And he talks about it giving kinetic energy at its most. And obviously, when we're talking about this sort of energy, we're not talking about your regular radius type frequency. Okay. We're talking about longitudinal scalar waves effect. Okay, now to tell you what it is, that's a different conversation. I'm going to tell you what it is not. And
What is it
certainly
not?
it's not something that's 96 million miles away. Certainly it's not an explosion of fusion and fission and this nuclear reactor taking place where we need millions of light years to get to. You know what I mean?
Okay, if you don't know what it is, how can you know what it's not?
This is not a philosophy class. This is science.
Well,
When
of
I
course.
identify something
Okay,
as not,
I understand that you would
I
link
do not
that
in
to
the
philosophy.
same sentence have to
But
include
bro,
what
that's
it is.
basic logic.
This is not philosophy.
Dude, bro, that's
we are
basic
science.
logic. It's not
We
philosophy.
found out that this right now is not a metal.
Bro, if you don't
Let us
know what
further-
it is,
you know what
how
I
can
need?
you know
I need
what it's
NASA
not?
to help me out with some of the bullshit rockets they have.
I think you need
I need
help.
the
It's true, you do
aviation
need
to
some
help me
help.
with their high-rise
Not only from
planes
NASA, maybe
to get
from
to 80,000
some
feet.
doctors.
Unfortunately, I'm still suffering like
I
your
know you're
average
suffering,
human
man.
paying
I know
tax
you're suffering.
and paying rent. And this is on our spare
paying
time.
rent, man.
If we were dedicating to this 24/7 with unlimited resources, we'd probably have the answers in 15 days. But we don't. They
15
do.
days.
They do.
Who are they? Who are they?
People in power.
People in power. Who are these people in power?
You tell me, who's in power? Who's in power of Hyde Park today? Who makes the rules? Do you make the rules?
I make the rules.
So
I'm
you're in power.
Yes.
So tell us, my
I'm in
lord,
charge.
what is the sun?
I tell you, the sun is a star. I know it's difficult to understand, but the sun is a star, bro. And the earth is a planet. It's not perfectly round, but it's very close.
100%. Who said
Very
it
close
is
to
round?
that.
Wait, we all know it's round.
You know it's round.
Of course it's round. Who's saying it's not
So
round?
it's not flat.
Why? What's round and flat have to do? This is round. What we're saying it's not a ball.
It's not a ball, so how is it?
And even if it's a
How
ball,
is it round? How is it round?
you have to be a ball to be round?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, you do.
This is round. How is this a ball? Where's the
Okay,
flat?
so wait.
This
you
is
think?
round.
Okay.
We are not saying it's not round. We're saying
That's circular.
We're saying-
You need to go to the dictionary and look at the difference between round and circular. A circular object is 2D.
Is
A
this a
round
ball?
object,
Is this a ball?
don't touch me, bro. A round object is 3D. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
If you don't know, okay, I understand you
What
don't.
I'm trying
But
to
you
tell
need
you-
to learn some English
that's what I want to do.
before you start to teach other people, bro.
I'm not teaching English. I'm
I know,
teaching science.
you know, English is my fourth language.
Okay, it's my first.
So, comrades, I'm sorry,
English
but I
is my
don't
first.
speak English very
English
well.
is my
But
first.
grammar, I do know a little bit
So
about.
we're saying that it's round but not the ball. Do you understand the difference or no?
Bro, if it's round, it needs to be a ball.
Why? Explain.
Because round is a 3D object.
So around this,
Circular is a 2D
so
object.
around this is a ball.
Bro, it's circular.
First of all, listen. If I can't touch you, then I'm not your bro. So don't call me bro.
Circular.
Is this round or not? I'm gonna
Okay,
ask.
so wait, I can only call you bro if you touch me. Is that it?
I'm gonna call you sir.
Okay, then I'll call you no homo, bro. I'll call you no homo, bro.
Is that round or not? I'm asking you a
You
question.
can touch me, but no
Why are
homo.
you not answering? Is this round or not?
It's circular.
What is a round?
It's circular. The round needs to be a 3D
So why do we
object.
call a roundabout a roundabout? Is a roundabout ball or not? I'm asking you, Mr. English.
Okay.
Is a roundabout where my child plays on a ball or not? I'm asking you a question.
Okay, bro.
But is it round?
Look
Yes, it is.
Look it up. Look it up.
Do I need to look up
look
my
it up.
first language? And the
I
English
think you do.
dictionary?
I think you do.
A round
I don't
does not
think English is your
indicate-
first language.
Yes, it is.
I don't think it is.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't sound
English,
like it is.
Arabic, French, Spanish,
Where are you
and
from?
Hausa.
Where are you from?
England. Born
You're
and
from
raised
England.
here, and I left when I
Born
was
and
17.
raised here.
Yes.
It's your first language.
Yes.
So what's Spanish for you?
Spanish is a language I speak perfectly
First,
well.
second,
third language.
third language. Fourth
Fourth.
language.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And I speak
You're
it
a
fluently.
polyglot.
Perfect.
Congratulations, bro.
Perfect. ¿Tú hablas español?
Of course.
Más o menos,
Sí,
porque
sí,
¿de dónde lo
sí. Muy
aprendiste?
bien, muy bien. Piñata, muy bien.
Piñata.
Muy bien.
Vamos a tirar y
Piñata.
piñata y hacer la fiesta.
Arriba.
Así es. Okay. Y Nagajia, Lafiawal, I speak perfect Hausa.
Hey.
Who's here Nigerian so I can communicate with? But
I don't know.
Arabic, بحكي
Are there any
Arabic.
Nigerians
Here we're
here?
talking one language which is science.
Who?
Here. So this now we prove to everybody is round. And we're not saying it's not round. We're just saying Australia, this idea that they're upside down doesn't exist. Plus we have theories going on that we do live in a construct that is semi-closed. So this whole idea of a dome shaped, the ball that kids love, it could be there.
okay.
But here we're not here to tell you what it is.
How is
we're here
it
to tell
day
you what
on
it is
one
not.
side of the earth and it's night on the opposite side?
This is the first thing we asked ourselves to even continue with
Is
this
it?
idea.
How come
And
you came this far without answering that question?
I'm gonna answer you.
Okay, go ahead.
It's very easy. When you understand what the flat earth is about, okay, and you understand that in this construct of this idea, we have a small circular sun and we have a small circular moon that are both
circular,
close in
not
distance,
round.
both
Circular.
closer in distance.
I see how it is.
Light is limited. Just like when you're in a room and you don't want to wake up your wife, what are you going to do? You're going to on the whole room light? No.
Of
You're going to
course.
get your torch light or your lamp and you're going to do this and you're going to start reading the book. So light is limited. Now when you understand that light is passing like this, you understand that now it's 6 o'clock in Miami, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 in Miami, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 p.m. in Miami. But what's happening here, while it's 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in Miami, it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon in London. I'm giving you an
Yeah,
example.
bro, I know what
So
you mean.
this is what's happening.
Sure.
Anyway, but
sure,
listen,
no problem.
I'm not, you know what, here today, we don't want to talk to anyone that believes in the moon landing. Anybody that believes in the moon landing, I'm not even going to waste
So you don't want to talk to anyone?
because I have limited time here, and we are talking on a
know.
higher vibration, higher frequency.
Before
If
the
you still
ambulance
believe
comes
in the
back
moon
here
landing,
and takes you in, then you
my
got limited
advice
time,
to you
bro.
is go home and just watch 2 YouTube videos done by Bart Sabrel. He was an amazing journalist. His father was a pilot. His father was in the Air Force, and he has 2 documentaries. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon, and astronauts gone wild, where he's literally interviewing the pilots. And if you interviewed me after my 2 sky jumps, or if you interviewed me after I got an A-star in aviation, after 12 months of going to pilot school every single day and having to learn 12 subjects, I would tell you, man, that feeling was amazing. The resistance, the plane, I was shivering, the way the parachute opened. When I pulled the plane,
Dios mío.
and I would go into details, not Armstrong, looking at his friend, shivering, not knowing what to answer, being scared if he's going to be tried for treason. Now, if you go into that world, you won't even ask questions anymore about the moon landing, because then you'll discover Stanley Kubrick's deception, or not deception. In that time, it was an act of bravery. He thought he was being a patriot, where he used his studio to relive the Space Odyssey movie he had just done a year before, and create the whole idea of this moon landing, which at that time it was a control process, so that we can say, you know what, there's no interest in going up. NASA's already done it. We know what's up. There's the moon.
Okay, bro, you gave me some instructions. Go home, watch a video, right? I give you some instruction too. Go home, and that's it. Just go home.
You are beautiful.
Just go home.
You are beautiful, by the way. I love you.
Thank you, thank you,
I
thank
mean
you.
it.
Thank you.
All
No
I'm
homo,
saying,
bro, no homo.
all I'm
But
saying
thank
is
you.
here we're not here to fight anyone.
Thank you.
We're not here to argue. This isn't even a
course
debate.
not.
If it was a debate, I wouldn't even do this. I have a beautiful baby daughter. She has a gorgeous daughter and a gorgeous son. We just want to make sure they understand that if they don't have £5 to go to Tesco, whatever they're called, and get some food, that's going to happen. Because we do have trees. And in those trees we have coconuts and avocados and mangoes and bananas. And me,
Okay.
I used to eat bacon and McDonald's and steaks for dinner every day. I've been a vegan now nearly 3 years.
But wait,
I don't
why don't you
smoke,
become a
I don't
breatharian?
do drugs.
Why don't
I
you
don't
become
do
a
alcohol,
breatharian?
I don't eat meat, chicken, fish, eggs, and look at my power.
Oh,
And I bet I can beat
look
you
at
in arm
those guns,
wrestling.
guys.
So
Look
this
at those
energy
guns.
is not required to come from anything destructive. You know what I mean? So it's a path. But I started this path late in my age. So who am I to come and criticize the new generation? All I'm trying to do is give you the right information.
not that young,
for
honestly.
you to analyze. You're 28 maximum.
Less,
27?
less.
You're an Aquarius. When's your birthday?
5th July.
5th of July. Oh, you're a Cancer.
it's gonna be
You
soon.
like Bush.
Like
And you
Bush, yeah, like
you
George
like Sylvester
Bush.
Stallone and Harrison Ford.
Of course.
Emotional, okay?
Of course.
You like things right. You will get explosive once you find out you've been lied.
Oh,
but,
I get
But you're gonna
explosive,
do
man.
you're probably
I
gonna write a
explode, I
poem
explode.
about this. You're gonna join the club, so I'm sure.
But wait. Let's talk about something different.
I'm disappointed that you didn't know about Nikola Tesla.
What are you? I know
Nikola
about
Tesla is, Serbian, Croatian, went to
Okay. I was
Hungary.
joking with you, but I do know about Nikola Tesla. But look, answer me something. What do you think about taxes? Because I heard you talking about something about taxes. Oh, it's bad. Us paying for water, us paying for the house, us paying for the food, for the stuff. Well, don't you like the? I mean, don't you think taxes are fair?
I think this
How
earth
do you
is
think
heaven.
society should function?
Yes, it is. I think we should be giving just like we're taking. Now, there's a difference between knowing what's really happening and that we're living on a tax farm where a queen is entitled to spend billions and certain people. My issue is not me because I'm awake. She's awoke, correct? We know how to live life now.
Woke.
We know not to be deceived if we don't have food or the deception of materialism. Our problem is the millions of people that are being slaughtered. In America, these are statistics and you can look it up. 20 veterans of the United States American Army are committing suicide daily. That is 600 people a month. That is 7,000 people a year. I wrote Donald Trump personally on Facebook and I spoke to him about that. And I got an answer.
Spoke to Donald Trump.
Of course, I've been supporting him
Holy
from the
shit.
day one, and that's another subject.
Oh.
Because this is all against politics.
Where's your mega hat?
This is all against politics.
It's against politics.
Okay, and Trump and Clinton are both of the same. But I'm just giving you an example. Another fact: 2,000 kids are being kidnapped every day in the United States of America. That is 60,000
second.
kids.
Isn't Trump
that is
part of this big,
780,000 kids a
conspiracy?
year. Where are they going?
Bro,
20% come back
Isn't
home.
Trump part of the conspiracy? Isn't Trump part of the conspiracy?
All of them. There's no
All of
conspiracy. Conspiracy means they're conspiring. We know what's conspiring. We all know.
they still are
Can I ask you a
conspiring.
question? In Forbes, do they say that Queen Elizabeth is one of the richest people in the world?
Queen Elizabeth.
Do
Queen
they
of
say
England.
that Al Saud is one of the richest people in the world?
Who?
Do they talk about the Rothschilds as being the richest people? No. They're not mentioning these
they
families.
do.
Of course not.
Yeah, they
You've
do.
never even read about the Rothschild if it's not in some crazy website.
Everybody
Okay?
talks about the
Nobody
Rothschilds.
talks
What
about
are you
those
talking
13
about?
families, 10 families who are empowered. Nobody talks about the DuPont families, how they're controlling the plastic industry, how they destroyed the hemp industry.
The plastic industry.
Of course. Everything became
What is
plastic.
the plastic industry? Ah, the plastic making
This
plastic.
is plastic. Why? Because for 200 years, hemp was legal. Presidents used to grow hemp. Presidents
Grow what?
had their own hemp farms.
Hemp?
You could literally go and pay your taxes with hemp, for your information. Literally. Hemp
course.
was used for medicine. Hemp was used for furniture. Hemp was used for clothes. Hemp was juices. But they illegalized it. Why? Because it's beneficial. And that's when the whole big pharma came in and started telling doctors, you want to work? Sorry, I've touched you. Forgive me. I do Krav Maga, by the way. My
Call the
wife
police.
teaches
This man has hurt me right now. Call the police.
But I'm joining the police force the minute I move back.
Oh,
Of course.
oh
I want to learn
man.
from the best.
Don't take. I like flat earth theory. I like it. I like it. I love it.
So when
I
you
love
break it down, you realize that there are some bad people, like Al Saud family. I personally went out with a princess from Al Saud family. Really. I went out with a princess from Morocco. Really. And I know what they are. A 7-year-old girl is getting £10,000 a month as a salary. By the time she's 15, she has at least 15 million pounds of property. And then she
Nice.
has a salary of 30,000. I times that by 180,000 members of the royal family. While 9 million Muslims are starving in Saudi Arabia and Khobar. Al Saud family are not Arabs.
Wait, but
Al
Saudi
Saud family are
Arabia-
not Muslims. They're
Bro,
Jesuits.
okay, okay.
They're not
Okay,
even.
okay.
They're a part
Okay.
of the Zionist problem.
You know what kind of government Saudi Arabia has?
I know all the Arab world.
know why
and I
it's
speak
called
fluent
Saudi
Arabic and fluent
Arabia?
Spanish, and I read and write.
You know all the
and I'm
languages of the
agnostic.
world.
So if she's gonna teach me something today, I wanna listen and learn.
No, bro, look.
Yeah.
Why is Saudi Arabia called Saudi Arabia?
After the Al Saud family, who were given power in 1918, and all their ascendants were falsified. So they told the Saudi people, by the way, these guys, DNA proven, are direct descendants of Nabi Muhammad, which you all hail down to. They had to kill a couple of generals, they had to wipe out a couple of villages, they had to massacre a couple of tribes, just like they did all around the world, just like they did to the Red Indians of America. And then they put Al Saud in power, but they told them, you shall bow to the queen. And just like the queen bows to other hierarchies.
Well, you got the basic stuff.
Do you
Basically,
understand?
The British put the Saudi family in power of Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Because there was an Arab leader who wanted to unite
British
the
put
different
them-
Arab peoples into kind of one country.
That's
something
what you
like
do
that.
when you're dividing and conquering. I
Of
take over a
course, man.
company, I call my cousin, come here, you're the new CEO, these are the rules, you give me a percentage. That's how it works. You need to understand that Johnny Depp has his own island. You
Johnny
need to
Depp.
understand that Leonardo DiCaprio have their own island, literally, with their own airways and runways. These are actors worth $160 million. These big families have countries that we do not know about. We think that this is the map. Do you know how strict it is to become a pilot? You basically are walking like this.
I know a pilot.
This is how we have to fly.
Bro,
Hey,
I know a
stop.
pilot.
Fergus. Why? Because all these are restricted, all these are military. If they find out that we went, of course, not only are we penalized, we are.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Where is real? Where is real? You know who real is?
So what I wanted to explain to you, there are
You know
countries
where- you know who
we
real
don't even
is.
know about. There are areas we don't know about.
No, the
now,
guy
can we
called real.
swear
The guy
that
called
here there's
real.
an ice wall? No.
Talking about the Maggie and Rio.
Yes.
They're coming later.
They're coming later. What are you guys doing here without them? They are your main punching force, you know, real. Real is a funny guy.
Why would you say that when we've been coming here for a year? Why would
Because-
you say that?
But who's real?
Because
That's
real
our
is
main
a
guy.
really funny guy.
This is a year today that we've been coming here talking
So
about
what?
this. That's what, so what? You're
Okay.
telling us
There's
that's
that lady over there. She's been shouting about socialism forever over there. And nobody listens to her. Nobody cares.
A lot of people are listening
Just
to
because
us.
you've been here for a long
A
time
lot
doesn't
of
mean people
are
listen to you.
listening, my darling. I'm telling you that is a fact. Do you understand me?
I'm listening to you right now. Doesn't mean I agree with you, does
I
it?
don't need you to agree with me. What
So
I
why
need
are you
to
here?
do is give me airtime, yeah? Airtime and to tell you, yeah? People that have been coming here for 5 minutes are not our main punching force, yeah? We've already been across the UK, yeah? We've already
did I
been
strike a nerve?
everywhere across the
Did I
UK.
strike a nerve
You
with
didn't.
you?
I'm
Why-
just
why
giving
did you say
some
that?
facts.
Because
He's
he's
being
an
nice enough to
entertaining
talk to you.
guy. He's an
know what?
entertaining
Who's he?
guy. Real.
I don't even know him.
You
If
know
he comes,
what?
introduce
Funny
me to him.
guy.
Great.
We are
Oh,
pals
Lord.
with them. We are pals with them.
You're
We
pals with them,
communicate
okay.
with them, yeah? But what you need to understand, Jay, is you need to be informed when you give your opinions, my friends. I don't have to agree with your misinformed opinions, and they're misinformed.
What makes you think that my opinions are misinformed?
I'm telling you, it's a fact. You just gave a misinformed opinion.
You look
Which
like
is?
you have
telling
an
us our
agenda.
main punching.
An agenda?
Are you studying? Are you
Our
working?
main
Okay,
punching
okay,
force
okay.
are
I'm
people
going
that
to
have been
reveal
coming
my
here for
agenda
5
right now.
No, are you studying or
The
working?
Rothschild family is paying me to destroy the real truth of this world, flat
You're
earth
doing a
theory.
Are
shit
you
job.
studying
You're
or
doing a
working?
really
The
rubbish
Rothschild,
job.
the Rothschild
You're
family
doing
is
a
paying
rubbish
me
job.
right now.
Are you studying or
they
working?
bought me this shirt.
Bless them.
Are you studying or working? What are you doing in life?
I'm working, bro. I'm working.
With what?
I'm working on destroying all kinds of flat earth theory.
Perfect. And any other questions? I'm here for a limited time, so I want to
Limited time? Why?
to
Why?
learn
Why?
from other people because
Why
I have a
is it
wedding to
limited
go
He's
to.
just told us. He's
Oh,
put
come
us on the
on,
position
man. You
that
see,
we should move
real
on.
would never tell me, oh, we have limited time, we have limited
Dude,
I
time.
am.
Real.
I'm
Go
just
for
asking
it.
because I have a wedding to go to.
But, you know, real is more welcoming.
Because what don't
than
you understand?
guys.
What do you not understand
this
English?
isn't
I
like-
just told you I have limited time.
Why?
'Cause I have a wedding to go to. Do you
have
not
a
understand
wedding?
English? Yes. So I'm leaving in 2 hours. Yeah. And I want to talk to my beautiful sister.
And you
friend.
came
I'll talk to
here
you.
when you have a wedding in 2 hours.
Yes. Yes, because that's 3 hours where I got to see my beautiful family who were celebrating
Some
1
people
year.
aren't sitting around twiddling their thumbs like you are.
Doing
Just
what?
waiting for the next Sunday.
Twiddling their thumbs.
Like you
Oh, I
are.
find it highly offensive. You know, I think
can
I'm
we
going,
ignore him as
I
if the
think, I think
second
I'm
is
going to.
You're irrelevant to
complain to
us.
the
Say
At
what?
this moment,
You
he's
wanna
black.
chat to him? He's here. Chat to him. He's here. He's ready to have convos. We're done. We're done. We've
Oh,
entertained
come
you
on,
for
guys,
a
you're
good
gonna run
45
away.
minutes.
No, I'm not
Real
running away.
would never run away.
I'm not
Real would
interested.
never run away.
Right after you stop talking to me, I'm not interested. I really have.
Why?
Because I want to talk to other people. You have nothing else to give me.
What people? Nobody
And I'm not
wants
here
to
to
talk
teach
to you,
you.
man. I'm the only one crazy enough to talk to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to talk to him?
Oh, to learn stuff, yeah.
Go ahead. I'll just watch.
I just wanted to know, and maybe this is a stupid question, is it possible to go to a particular part of the country, point a telescope up, and see the dome? Or it's not possible to see the dome?
No. You'd have to go to the far edges, let's just call it, if there is that sort of an edge, technically speaking. Now you can see the effects of a dome taking place on lightning. When you see that lightning and then we hear that thunder, we were led to believe growing up that, you know, light is much faster than sound, which is why we see the lightning and then we hear the sound. In reality, that lightning, which is actually taking place from down to up, hits something and then reacts, like an echo effect. That's one. Two, the whole idea of a rainbow. You can go outside, get a hose, spray it where the sun is, and you're going to see a rainbow effect. Always. Now go inside the room, put an amazing projector, light, or any sort of lamp source, put water, and you never see an effect. The only way you will get an effect inside your home is if you use a prism or a mirror. So my question is, what's acting as a mirror or as a prism on the water droplets?
Oh, and you believe it's...
You know what I mean? Now my issue is that I actually went to Ushuaia, the south of Argentina. They took me to the Penguin Island. When I got there, the oxygen levels were so high up, I literally saw UN military all over the place. Supposedly they're there to protect seals, but I knew it was like a government shutdown area. And when I went there, I wasn't even in this world. I remember everybody. We would all change in 30 seconds. Right now, a live coverage of a rocket going up with a monkey and a live video all the way up, showing us that change of atmosphere where we enter this vacuum. We have no problem. We will all say, oh, we were wrong. But it hasn't been done. 9 years ago, I was so happy and excited. I told my wife, guess what? I'm going to be the first Druze. Druze is what I am. It's a philosophy. We're not a religion. It took place in 1017, and we talk about the 5 pillars, the mind, the body, and soul, the cause and effect. And I was told I'm going to be the first Druze. Why? Because I just got an email from Richard Branson, and for £240,000, I'm going to be flying up in Virgin Galactic. What happened to Virgin Galactic? What happened to these tourism enterprises?
2007, first time.
Elon Musk, you call him Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. He is Ellen in reality. He's South African. That's where he started. Before he got his Canadian residence, before he went back to America. You know, when he was still creating his first computer program. Who I've been contacted for a lot of years because I invested 2 years and over £30,000 in the solar industry. My job was not only to create the service of solar panels, but to make solar panels. And then when I found out they were very expensive, I was like, you know what? Let's get the silicon out of the ground. Let's get the crystal out of the ground. Let's get the aluminium out of the ground. So I went deep into this world. Elon Musk declared
You're the one calling
bankruptcy.
him Elon.
He declared bankruptcy, literally. He's like, I have no more money. I don't know what to do. These rockets keep falling down. I have so much resistance. I don't know where they're getting the thrust from. I don't know what sort of list to invent. NASA comes, they're like, come here. Our Ashkenazi brother, come here. All of a sudden he gets a $2 billion contract over a period of 10 years, and SpaceX was invented, and now he's our new Iron Man character of the world, where we all listen to, because he stole Tesla's idea of an induction motor, which is the process of hitting electricity on a magnet in a car and accelerating, where Solar City is a panel that was invented in the 60s. SpaceX are rockets that don't even fly, so why should I respect him and love him? And on top of that, he's acting when he's on TV.
I wanted to ask you, as a flat earther, do you believe that drag?
Ball denier. Let's call it about ball denier.
Ball denier.
Not
Do
a
you-
flat earther.
do you
Because flat
believe-
earther, you automatically imagine this turtle,
Yes.
and you imagine those people in the ancient times. I'm a ball denier, and I would change
How do you spell Bolden?
ball, B-O-L-L, denier,
Oh, denier. Ball denier.
D-N-I-E-R.
Okay. Do you believe that dinosaurs existed?
Negative. Why? Because I love dinosaurs. And growing up, Stegosaurus, and Diplodocus, and Triceratops, and Brachiosaurus, and Brontosaurus were all my favorite dinosaurs. And I love Dino Rider. And I used to go to all the museums. But when I started asking about the actual bone, when I contacted Jose Cuervo, you can look him up, and he was this Argentinian guy that found the bone, and I speak perfect Spanish, and I've been to Argentina several times, and I just wanted to interview him, and his line was a fake one. And the museums cannot present any sort of evidence, and I started calling labs, and then I found out everything you see in museums is made in China. And then you link the whole idea of dinosaurs to the historical database
So
and
you believe the
information.
bones in the museums are not real?
Not I believe. That's something they will tell you.
They will tell you that.
They will tell you.
that.
They will tell you the hidden ones I put in special safes.
Yeah, in the Smithsonian Museum.
So that's why. There's no
Before I go, look,
There's
let
no
me ask you
belief
one
system.
last question.
There's no belief. It's science.
Robert,
You know what
Robert,
science is.
before- I'm going now. Let me ask you one last question. You know, Dave had this tendency too. Why do you guys, when you speak, you always gesticulate like this all the time? You know, very, very high.
I like to.
Do you
do
think it would
some
be more
yoga.
believable if
I
you
like to practice my
gesticulate more?
Bruce Lee.
Or is this your flat earth theory?
Okay,
You know,
and I like to
ritual?
maintain space. That's not a professional.
The flat earth-
Thank you for
flat earth theory
your
alone.
support today. You were great.
You're
God
welcome
bless.
for the support, bro. You're welcome.
That's a cultural thing. Where are you from?
Cultural thing.
Yeah,
Of
where
what?
are you
The
from?
flat earth theorists.
No, where are you from?
You're from Ukraine.
So in Ukraine, maybe you don't speak with your hands. Maybe in England they do.
Oh, in Ukraine we speak without fists, man.
Okay.
Just kidding, just kidding.
No, so this thing is a cultural thing. I mean, in England, they
Bro, they're flat earth theories. They have no culture. It's not a culture. It's like a mental disease.
So I heard you say something
Go
about
ahead. Good luck.
Zionism and how
Yes.
that's related to the flat Earth.
I'm very close with the Zionists.
You
of
are
the
a
world.
Zionist?
I'm close with them. I know who they are.
The Zionists.
And I'm close with the big Jews of New York City.
What are Zionists?
And I know for a fact that the Jews of New York City believe in the Torah. And the whole idea of an enclosed system with the earth being the center is something you guys, support 100%. When I talk about Zionists, Zionists are not Jews. Zionists are a combination of people. They have Muslims, they have Christians, they have the whole thing.
They believe
And
the Earth is flat.
Who?
Zionists.
Is that what I just said?
I'm asking. I don't understand.
No. And what's the earth being flat have to do with this? We told you we
Oh,
don't
'cause
believe
you're
earth is
standing
flat.
here.
We're saying it's not a bowl. We're saying it's not this. It's an enclosed system. Okay?
It does say right there Earth is flat and
Yes,
stationary.
it's an enclosed system that has a flat surface. In this flat surface, you have valleys and you have mountains.
Okay. Yeah. Flat as opposed to.
Yeah. I
an
mean, if I go on a
oblong
plane, if I reach a level of 1,000 feet, which is nothing, when you jump from a plane, it's 10,000 feet, okay, when you parachute, and you go at the speed of 3,000 miles an hour, give you Mach 3. All you have to do is maintain, and you just go anywhere you want on the earth.
How far away is the sun?
I would say anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 miles, which is not too far. And New York is 5,000 miles from here, so the sun is even closer. And when you go up on a plane, you literally see the sun much closer. You no longer see it up. You see it on a diagonal position.
Like New York is 2,500 miles.
No, it's 5,000. Look at it up.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll look it up. By the way, the way I'm looking up, it goes on a globe system.
Yeah, no, it's called GPS.
Yes.
Local positioning system.
So are there satellites?
No,
How does GPS really work?
5,000 kilometers.
How does GPS work then?
There's something called LORAN technology. There's something
what technology?
LORAN, look it up, long range technology. There's something called towers, okay?
Something called towers.
And there's something called triangulation, system of triangulation, where your point is picked up. Now go into the countryside, your GPS goes away. Go into a plane, a couple of miles into the water, the signal will go away. Because you're getting it. No,
It's 3.4
5,000. I said 5,000 kilometers. I corrected it.
No,
before
you
even-
didn't.
Yes,
You
I did.
didn't.
I said kilometers.
No, I didn't.
Yes, look it up in
you're just being
kilometers. Put times
I'm just enjoying
Put
this.
times 1.5 in kilometers.
By the way, it's not 1.5, it's 8/5. It's 1.6.
So
I want to see more of these nut jobs.
Why you call me a nut job?
Because I have a degree in physics from Cambridge. That's why.
What do you know about Nikola Tesla? Hey, what do you know about? I don't think you know anything.
By the way, are you said
No, but he left. I will tell him about my degrees. I will tell him about what I've learned.
tell me more about the Zionists and what they have to do with
If you're a father, what do you want for your kids? You want the best.
yeah, sure.
When there are presidents going on in the world, they're being influenced by lobbyism, okay, by all sorts of corporations, okay, and all sorts of groups. There's a specific group called the Zionists, and these Zionists have certain agendas that are not in the best interest of humanity. For example, if I am here to talk to you and look at you as a different entity which I am competing with, then I don't consider myself spiritual. Because to me, being spiritual is uniting, okay? Seeing all of us as one race and working together, because through cooperation you will get to solve and create so much more than competition, correct? These Zionists have their own hidden agenda, and it's not in the best interest. That's the difference. Look it up, they actually have an agenda.
The Zionists are promoting the flat Earth.
That has nothing to do with Zionism. But most of the Jews of the world believe in their Torah, and their Torah specifically talks about the earth being descended, and they all believe it scientifically. I used to do a lot of drilling over to you.
Did I say it was going to go around flat?
It's going to come
Did
back
I say
around.
it was going to go
How's it
around
going to
flat?
get back to us?
Did I
How's
say?
it going to get back to us? Does
Why
it
are you
come?
adding words?
How's it going to get back
What
to
is it
us?
with you that you need to add
How's
nonsense?
it going to get back to us, the sun from Sydney?
Have you ever heard of something going around?
Oh, around!
Yeah, because I never said
That's a
straight. Yeah?
circular Earth. That's the end of it. You just said around. Thank you very much. You just said it's a circular Earth. Thanks very much. Around. You just said around. That's
Did
it.
I say ball?
You said around. You said it because it has to go around.
Listen,
Thank
when you
you.
try, when you
Thank
go,
you so much for that.
Yeah?
Because we've cleared this up.
Oh, you think
Ladies
you're
and
really smart,
gentlemen,
don't you?
a flat Earth person today has confirmed the Earth is circled by saying the sun has to go around. The word around.
Circle.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
indeed.
a circle.
Thank you.
A circle. Yeah, a circle, not a ball.
Oh dear.
A circle.
Oh dear. I've got a
Where's
very
the
good
drop?
memory. I remember what you just said. Did he not say this? It had to go around because otherwise it would have to go back down the same pulley, wouldn't it, to go back? If it was flat, it wouldn't be able to go in. Was it going to go under the table? What's it going to do?
Have you heard of going around something as opposed to going around?
You just said around.
Yeah, around.
Because
yeah.
you know it's
I go
round.
around
You
the
know it's
roundabout.
round.
Yeah?
You're just here to
When
make
I
out
drive,
you know
I drive around.
You
the
know it's
roundabout.
round. I've just proved you know it's round.
Oh, I know it's round. Okay.
You just said
I'll tell
the
you what I
sun
do
goes
know.
around.
I'll tell you what I do now, mate.
You just said the sun goes around. If the sun has to move from England to Sydney, the lights go here. How does it get back to England? It doesn't go back to England going past
You're
that way.
having a
It
laugh,
goes round.
mate. Word salad, mate. Word salad.
So does it go under the table into a darkness and then come back up the other side? Or does the pulley have to be... The sun can't come back that way. It has to keep going around. And around is what it
when
does
I'm
when it
walking
circles
around,
something that's circular.
And I'm walking around you, yeah? This is a ball,
Okay,
is
look,
it?
honestly, the conversation's over. I think
I'm
I'm
a ball. Oh, you don't like it when we come to natural science, do you? Pseudo-scientists. Come back, come back, come back. Where are you going?
following me round Speaker's Corner because you don't like what I've just said. I will put it on record here.
I can do
The
it.
gentleman has just said, I asked him a very straightforward question and he said to me that it's light today and the reason that it gets light later in Sydney but it's dark now is
because
the sun is a long way from Australia.
That's
so
right.
I said on a flat earth,
sun
what he would
goes
have to
around
do
it, yeah?
is he'd have to move the sun across here on the flat to get to Australia here. My question was, how does it get back to being lighter next morning? In England, it doesn't come backwards, clearly, because time doesn't work like that. So where does it go when it's off the edge of the table here? He said it goes around. Well, going around a circular Earth makes a lot of sense.
But I've
so
been
thank
going-
you very much for
I've
for
been
making
going
that
around
clear.
you. I've been going around you, and you're not. a ball.
You've just proved your own point by saying the sun has to go around.
Just showing how stupid you're being when you don't understand what's going
You
around.
can't be stupid when you've just used your own words.
And you're not a ball, are you?
Yeah? Yeah, but I'm not
You
a
do
table,
remember
am I?
that.
I'm
You
not a
do.
table, am I? If I was a table, you'd have to go under the table, come round the underside of the table and come back.
Wouldn't you just go around the table like I'm going around?
Anyway, I've made my point. The gentleman's entitled to his point in Speaker's Corner. I'll shake your hands for the debate.
When you
Do
make
want to
a
shake
point.
hands on the debate?
When the debate, we haven't even started.
I think I've made my point very clear where I stand.
You talked a load of
Very
nonsense.
clear where I just stand.
You talked a load of nonsense.
Okay, well,
like
let
you do
the
every
people
time.
who are watching this decide if I'm the one talking the nonsense, and we'll see.
It's good. You say the same thing every time.
That's democracy.
You need a new script, man.
Anyway, thanks
You
very
need
much
to
for that.
advance the argument.
I think I'll prove the point.
Content over everything from your
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
If I got any weed.
Listen.
I said, nah, these white people over there.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go and have a few beers because I can't take people seriously.
Where you going? Where
I'll
you
try
going to have
forward, no, do
beers?
you know what? I feel come on, I'm sober, but I can't take people seriously.
Where you going to have a beer?
I'm just going to go get some Thai skis.
Man,